Hello, this is your humble servant K Global Tech. Today, I'm bringing to you three things that will help you fight poverty in order for you to be financially free and to maintain a certain degree of wealth and finances. You must know these 3 points. They are consistency. The second one is wrong targeting. Wrong targeting in business. The third one is ignorance and incomplete knowledge as far as acquiring and managing wealth is concerned. Number one place we're going to start with inconsistency. Inconsistency is really dealing with a lot of us here in the society of today. We want to do virtually everything. Most young people, they are just vibrant, especially between the ages of 20 to 30. You're still having a lot of energy, you have a lot of ambitions and so on. But there are some things in life that you can already learn by experience. Experience is the best teacher in a lot of domains. So you need to be informed in order not to fall prey, in order not to be a victim. Inconsistency is when you feel like you are doing the wrong thing. Today, you're a taxi driver. Tomorrow, you want to be a mechanic. After tomorrow, you say, no, it's better I do engineering. They want to see you do it for maybe for about 1 month and you switch now. You say, no, better is business. I think business is good. All the time that you're wasting like that, that energy is wasted. If you could put conserve all that energy and deposit in one of those domains, you are going to see progress because consistency is the key. That is the tendency. That is the reason why most Africans, in fact, most Africans don't succeed because they don't specialize. They feel like no, they can do anything at any time. Like according to the weather, you get up today, you're feeling happy, you say no, okay, that means I can do business because I'll be able to smile with the clients. Forgetting to know that business is not all about customer care. It has a lot of things in the background. Smiling with clients and entertaining them is good, but there's a lot in the background that you are so ignorant about. So you need to be consistent. Someone that has been doing something for 10 years is more effective than someone who has done it just for 1 year. So be consistent. Consistent in whatever you do. Don't envy other people in business, especially those who are doing business. When you want to sell today, you're selling computers. Tomorrow you want to sell rice. I want to sell rice because you feel like since everybody is eating and everybody is buying rice, since you bought the rice today, what is tomorrow? Then you went and you had a connection and you discover that there's another shop that you can buy at wholesale price. You just feel like, okay, what if I stock this rice and I'm selling one bag and gaining 1,000? And food is a basic commodity that everybody needs. You cannot do without food. You go, you stock rice. You sell 1 or 2 days, you discover that you are making a lot of losses because maybe rats are destroying the products and so on and so forth. You become frustrated. You say, no, okay, let me choose another brand. You say, okay, let me go into fashion. Since fashion, everybody must dress up, everybody must wear clothes, wear shoes, and so on and so forth. You go into fashion. You sell 1 or 2 days, you discover that it's not moving. You see that there are a lot of people selling, and the market is not going. That's waste of resources. At the end, you discover that you have spent a lot, you have wasted a lot of money, and you don't have any result, and you normally will be frustrated. So be consistent. Stay in your lane. That is the watchword, and you are going to see results. The second is wrong business targeting. You're in an environment where people don't need your products, people don't need your services, but you go empowering yourself, producing things, and thinking that you're going to sell. You know you cannot sell. How you going to sell? They don't need the products. Not that the products are bad, but your present geographic location does not permit you to run that type of business. So you try as much as possible to avoid it. Avoid it. If not, you're going to regret. For example, you are uh, you are into agriculture, maybe an agricultural engineer, and you have done feasibility studies. You discover that the highest business that can give you gain that you master is pig farming. I mean, putting rearing pigs and selling them. But you need to do feasibility studies. Check your area, check your customers, because you must have a market before you start producing. You don't produce before looking for a market. What if they don't buy? If they don't buy, you lost. You make a lot of loss. And when you lost like that, it's really a discouraging factor. So you first of all look for a market. When your market is set, you go into testing. You do something like a prototype. You send to the market, something like a sample. You send to the market, and you see, observe how it's going to work. Then check your circle of friends, because those are the main people. Those are the first people that are going to advertise you. If your circle of friends don't consume what you are selling, then you're going to find it difficult to grow in business. You can still grow, but you take a very long time. You need to put a lot of effort, and at the beginning you don't have much capital to be sending products up and down and so on. And at the same time, you are not yet a master in the domain, so you need to make sure that you target the market, target the right people before you start producing, or before you go in for a training, before you acquire a particular skill. If not, you'll be frustrated. So be careful and be watchful. That is the second on the list. Now we go to the third: ignorance and incomplete knowledge on how to acquire and manage wealth. Some people are just being ignorant about how things function. Ignorance is somehow better to me as compared to incomplete knowledge. Incomplete, when you're incomplete, you are dangerous, because if you happen to, maybe let's just say that you started doing a training on how to pilot a plane, study your training, a course on how to pilot, to become a pilot, you work on a plane and so on, and you are still in the course. You have not yet completed the course, but you just feel like, okay, you can do something with a small knowledge that you have. Then you learn how to pilot a plane, how to fly a plane, to live, how to start a plane, then fly it. When you fly and reach up, if you don't know how to land, you know how disastrous it could be. If at all you're just alone in the plane, your life is already at risk, and the plane too will normally be damaged and so on. So incomplete knowledge is very, very dangerous. Acquire your skills correctly and complete your studies and your courses before you implement. What if you're doing something like business and you raise capital? Raising money is not really that easy, especially as a startup. You are still something like a startup. To raise money is not really that easy. Then imagine wasting all your resources because of incomplete knowledge. So make sure you acquire knowledge, complete your studies, do research, be sure of what you're doing. They don't test in business. You can, or if you want to test, You can still test in business. Yeah, it's possible. But make sure that you put a small amount of your income, small amount of your capital into the business to test. You don't test, you don't exhibit, or you don't practice with huge, big amounts of money and huge sums of money. You're going to waste it. You certainly waste it. At the end, it's going to really be frustrating, and you begin to think that maybe your ancestors or people, men of the underworld are manipulating you. No, you are the one manipulating yourself. So, with these three things, you'll be able to stay away from poverty. You are going to be financially stable. Acquiring wealth is another thing. Maintaining the balance is the most important thing that you need to take into consideration. Thank you. I remain your humble servant, K Global Tech. Before I go, a reminder of the major points. You have inconsistency, you have wrong targeting, and the last but not the least is ignorance and incomplete knowledge on how to acquire and manage wealth. I know there are many points, but as of this video, we are going to look, we'll just work on these three. On the next video, we are going to continue. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channels, K Global Tech. K Global Tech is one of our YouTube channels. There's another one, K Global Flex. It's all YouTube. On TikTok, we have K Global Flex. On Facebook, K Global Tech Limited. That is our Facebook page. And on Instagram, K Global Tech. Thank you and see you in the next video. I remain your humble servant, K Global Tech. Thank you.